can't get no justice tonight.
Sorry.
So we're going to have to stand up and fight. But remember to praise Jehovah, and He will guide you in this iration. It's Armageddon, yeah.
I screwed up. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Get the baby here. I got shit all over the place. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I am a horrible slacker. That is Willie Williams, and the name of the song is Armageddon Time, which goes really well with the beer we're looking at, which is DC Brau on the Wings of Armageddon. I did not realize this was brewed in DC. And then I took a look at the color. I'm like, I really hope that's not all the bullshit from DC that's in there. A little better. There's a nice flashlight, but she's a little on the fucking powerful side. It's an Olight SR12CU LMNO. I'm surprised they didn't name it LGBT. Yeah, I'm not kind of corny, but you've been here before, so you probably know that. How is everyone tonight? I hope you folks are doing well. Happy Friday time for another pandemic beer. I tell you folks, I'm sick and tired of sitting in the house, and it's been a week. You would think that as you get older and you get closer to the end of the race as opposed to the starting line, you might value these things a little bit more. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm not doing something. I am working on a new walking stick, though. My old one broke. I make them out of sodal stems. Sodal is like agave. It's a snaky plant, thin, spiky leaves. The center stalk from the flowers are long and relatively strong. I wouldn't put my entire weight on it, but it's light enough to be good for what I want to do, which is just be that extra leg because I'm fucking old. The dog's a lunatic. Anyway, thanks for coming by. Today we are going to take a look at On the Wings of Armageddon. Custom style title is Imperial IPA. Okay. Color is crimson copper. It is a very dark, I'm going to go almost bronze copper, but that's me. Whew, fuck. ABV is 9.2. The IBU is 110. I don't think this beer and I are going to be very good friends. Unless Brewmeister knows how to make beer. We'll find out. The Mayan calendar predicted the transition from one world age to another on December 21st, 2012. And DC Brau fulfilled this prophecy by introducing On the Wings of Armageddon, an Imperial IPA unlike any other. The recipe, I haven't even had a beer yet. It's just been a long day. The recipe includes pale malt, Cara 60, carapils, and malted wheat with Falconer's Flight hops. I am 100% positive we have never seen those before. A strong bouquet of citrus and grapefruit hints at what is to come, as an intense hop character invades the palate with resinous tropical flavors. Light bread and biscuit notes balance the assertive Falconer's Flight hops for a smooth and refreshingly dry finish, making this brew deceptively easy drinking at 9.2 ABV. Alright, I will say this, folks. They did stamp the word Amarillo on the can, so maybe they ran out of Falconer Flight hops. Back of the can is pretty much the same bullshit that I just read to you. They're an indie company. They're made in DC, so they have my sympathy. Although they are not trees, and they can always get up and fucking move. But maybe they're just as evil as the rest of the friggin' creatures in the swamp. We shall find out. Our temperature reading is 52, 5-2. I had her sitting in a bucket of ice because I've gone back to the bucket of ice trick in the backyard if I'm going to have more than one. I'm going to have more than one. I actually have about 6 in there. Oh well. I didn't expect this to be a 10% beer really either, so shit happens. Give her the nose. She might lace decently. Find out. You know, this is a lot maltier than I was thinking. The nose isn't super hoppy and bitter. Sweet, like caramel. Definitely not what I was expecting. And the lack of hop nose at 110 IBU. I did say 110, right? Yeah. Leads me to believe that this guy really tried to balance this beer out. Let's give it a tug and find out, folks. Thick. A thick beer. They balanced out all that bitterness by throwing in really, really syrupy, cloying sweetness over the top. Oh, not a good combination in my opinion, but I didn't make the beer, they did. The initial hit is the sweet cloying stuff. Through the middle, she starts to bitter up a little. It definitely coats and lingers in the mouth. It's a long burn on this beer. The back end is dry and dirty. Only because I do this for you folks for the pandemic, because we're pandemic shut-ins now. I would buy this beer. Now, that being said, that's me. You drink whatever the hell you like, because it's the pandemic. We could all die tomorrow. You drink whatever makes you happy, folks. Even though we have hospital ships with, we have 2,000 beds, and the last time I heard, we had 18 patients on both ships. Both. Total, 18 patients. It's 82 empty beds for a pandemic. Fucking tell me what's going on. They'll do the pandemic log next. That should get interesting too. You know, it's not horrible. It does kind of grow on you a little bit. Seems like once you burn, once you burn your taste buds out on the sweetness, it goes away. No, it just comes back on the back end. It's okay. Not great, not bad. Balanced well. I thought for 110 I wouldn't be able to go anywhere near this beer. But she drinks like a 20 or a 25. That's pretty impressive. The only problem is that it's super sugary over the top, real cloying sweetness. Syrupy, like drinking maple syrup or something. Not really for me. Again, no, Dry and dirty on the back end. That's where your bitter really kicks in. Alright, folks, that's about all I got. Let us piss off the YouTube dweebs again. We'll get our reggae back on with Willie Williams. Willie Williams, Armageddon Time, with Gideon, like Gideon. Maybe it's Armageddon time. I don't know. Not my song, Willie song. You'll play a Willie song instead of making me look bad for the internet peoples. Can't trust those dope smoking musicians, my friends. I'll catch you on the next review. Thanks for swinging by, putting some eyeballs on here. Folks, have a nice evening. Adios.